let us proceed to the remainder theorem. The remainder theorem states that if a polynomial p of x is divided by x minus c, where c is a real number, then the remainder is p of c. So it means that when you substitute the value of c here, you'll get the remainder. Alin yung tinutukoy na remainder? Just like in dividing two numbers class, say we have 28 divided by 2. So this is the dividend and this is the divisor. So how do we solve for this kind of problem? Let's try to solve this by using this method. So in this case, we first divide this digit by 2, which is the divisor. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. Now, where are we going to put 1? You have to put it here. So please be careful with the alignment. Next, we have to multiply this value by the divisor. So 1 times 2 is 2. We write 2 here. Then the operation here is subtraction. So we have to subtract these two values. 2 minus 2, we get 0, right? And if that is the case, we bring down the next digit, which is 8. So we put here 8. Then what's next? We divide this value by the divisor, which is 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. So we write 4 here. Then we multiplied this value by the divisor, which is 2. We get 8. Then perform subtraction again. We get 0. Therefore, 28 divided by 2 is 14. So in this case, class, there is no remainder because 28 can be divided by 2. 28 is divisible by 2. Now, what if the given is 27 divided by 2? Let us try to divide this using the same procedure. So we put 27 here, then we put 2 here as the divisor. Then same procedure, divide this digit by the divisor, which is 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. We put the quotient here. Then we multiply this value by 2. We write here the product. Then we perform subtraction. 2 minus 2 is 0. Then we have to bring down 7. Next is to divide 7 by 2. Is 7 divisible by 2? Can we divide 7 by 2? Ilang 2 ang meron sa 7? There are only 3. So we write here 3. Then 3 times 2 is 6. Then we subtract these two values, we get 1. So therefore, class, the remainder here is 1. So kagaya lang nung sa elementary niyo, class. So 27 divided by 3 is equal to 13 with a remainder of 1. So ito yung tinutukoy na remainder dito, class, sa lesson natin. So let us now try to get the remainder when we divide this by this. So first is to determine the value of c. Sa divisor tayo, class, kukuha ng value ng c. So our divisor here is x plus 5. So in this case, what do you think is the value of c? It's negative 5. Bakit naman po, ma'am, naging negative 5? Plus yung nandito. Because since it is of the form x minus c, Therefore, this expression is equivalent to x minus negative 5. Kaya siya naging x plus 5. So, I'll give you a clue, class. Let's say x plus 3, x minus 3. If the operation that is present here is addition, then the value of c here is negative. So, it's negative 3. Kasi nasa form siya ng x minus negative 3. On the other hand, if the operation that is present here is subtraction, simple enough, the value of c is positive, which is in this case, it's 3. So, I hope I am making myself clear. So, the value of c here is negative 5. So, let us now perform this. We have to substitute the value of c to the variable that is present in p of x. So, in this case, class, p of x is this expression. So, we simply copy p of x, then do the substitution. If c is equal to negative 5, what will be the remainder when we divide these two expressions? So, let us see. Simplifying this, negative 5 raised to 2 is negative 5 times negative 5. It's positive 25. Then we first copy this. Copy. Then, multiply 2 by 25, it's 50. 5 times negative 5 is negative 25. Then we copy negative 23. Perform the necessary operation. 50 minus 25 minus 23, we get what? It's positive 2. Therefore, class, when we divide this expression by this expression, we get a remainder of 2. So that's it for this slide. Let's proceed to the next slide. Let us now try to divide these two polynomials. And we will see here, class, kung yung remainder na nakuha natin kanina, nung ginamitan natin ng remainder theorem, ay parehas ba sa remainder na makukuha natin dito pag ginamitan na natin ng long division. Okay? So, we have 2x squared plus 5x minus 23 divided by x plus 5. How do we divide p of x or a polynomial expression by a binomial? We have to divide first the first term of this dividend by the first term of the divisor. So in this case, we have 2x squared divided by x. So what do we get? 2x. Because remember, when we divide expressions involving variables, we subtract the exponents. So 2 minus 1 is 1. That's why we have here x raised to 1. Then bakit naging 2? Because the numerical coefficient of this is 1. So when we divide 2 by 1, it's 2. That's why we have 2x. So where are we going to put 2x? We have to put it right here. Next is you have to multiply the value here by each of these terms in the divisor. So let's do it. 2x times x, it's 2x raised to 2. Simply multiply 2 by 1, it's 2. Then in multiplying two expressions involving variables, we simply add the exponents. So take note of that. 1 plus 1 is 2. That's why we have 2x squared. So where are we going to put that? dito, class. So, we have 2x squared here. Next, of course, is to multiply 2x by the second term of the divisor, which is 5. 2x times 5, it's 10x. And we have to put it right here, plus 10x. Okay? Then after that, class, you have to put a horizontal line here. Then perform subtraction. 2x squared minus 2x squared is 0. So we have to cancel this out now. Next, 5x minus 10x. Let's have the side solution. 5x minus 10x. What's the difference? It's negative 5x. You can only combine like terms. When we say like terms, their variables are the same, and at the same time, the exponent of that variables are the same also. So in this case, we can say that these terms are similar or similar terms. So pwede natin silang i-combine. So 5 minus 10 is negative 5. Then we simply copy the variable and copy the exponent. That's why we have negative 5x. So we write here negative 5x. Then after that, class, you have to bring down the next term in the dividend. So in this case, it's minus 23. So bring down negative 23 or minus 23. Then after that, proceed kayo sa same procedure kanina nung nakuha natin tong 2x. So let's do it. Divide this value by the first term of the divisor. Let's have the side solution. Negative 5x divided by x. So we cancel this out. Matitira si negative 5. And we have to put this quotient here. Negative 5. Then same procedure. We have to multiply this value to each of the terms of this binomial or of this divisor. So negative 5 times x is negative 5x. And we write the answer here. Next, negative 5 times positive 5 is negative 25. Then again, perform subtraction. Laging subtraction plus yung operation dito, okay? So, negative 5x minus negative 5x, it's 0. So, we have to cancel this out now. Next, negative 23 minus negative 25. Negative 23 minus negative 25. What do we get? It's positive 2. So we write here positive 2. Now look at the dividend. Meron pa ba tayong pwedeng i-bring down? Wala na. Therefore, this is now the quotient. Okay? We have now this as the answer. We have 2x minus 5. Ito yung dalaw. Ito yun. Then plus the remainder. Saan galing si 2? Ito yung remainder na 2 na nakuha natin. And to write the remainder, class, we have to consider the divisor. We have to put it in the denominator. Denominator ng makukuha nating remainder dito. That's why we have here 2 over x plus 5, which is the divisor. Class, kung ano yung sign ng remainder nyo dito, yun din yung magiging operation nyo dito. So, I hope it's clear to you. Tumugma ba, class, yung remainder na nakuha natin when we perform the remainder theorem? Tumugma ba siya dito? Ano yung nakuha natin kanina na remainder? It's 2. So, parehas. So, that's how we perform the long division method. Okay, as what I've told you a while ago, there are two methods in dividing polynomials. We have just performed the first one, which is the long division method. Now, let us try the synthetic division. So, we will see here if we could get the same exact answer kanina. Diba ito yung nakuha nating sagot kanina? Titingnan natin kung parehas ba yung makukuha nating sagot kung gagamitin natin ang synthetic division. Okay? So, dapat magtali sila, class. So, how do we perform synthetic division? Here, class, we simply consider the numerical coefficients of each term in P of X. So, di ba ito yung P of X? Then, ito yung X minus C. So, we simply consider here the numerical coefficients. Take note na dapat kumpleto yung kada term ng P of X. Ano po yung sinasabi niyo, ma'am, na kumpleto dapat yung kada term ng P of X? Dapat pababa yung exponent ng variable. So, look at this polynomial expression, class. 2x squared plus 5x minus 23. Kumpleto ba siya? Let's see. We have 2x squared plus 5x. Anong exponent ni x? It's 1. So, pababa yung 2, 1. How about 23? 23 has a variable x here. Then, as I told you, there is an exponent of 0 here. So, look at the expression, class. Kumpleto ba yung exponents ng polynomial expression na to? Pababa ba siya? Wala bang kulang na term? Kumpleto, okay? 2, 1, 0. It's very important to consider. So, we have the first numerical coefficient is 2. We have 2. Then, copy also the second numerical coefficient, it's 5. Then the last numerical coefficient is negative 23. Then you have to draw lines forming like this. Then anong ilalagay natin dito? You have to put here the value of C. So what's the value of C here again? It's negative 5, right? Because it is equivalent to x minus negative 5. So the value of C here is negative 5. So we have to put it right here. This is how we perform the synthetic division. First step is you have to bring down the first numerical coefficient, which is 2. Next is to multiply the value of C by this value here. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10, right? Then we have to put the answer here. Then after that, perform addition. So 5 plus negative 10, we get negative 5. Next, multiply again the value of C by this value. Negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. So we write the answer here. Then perform addition. Negative 23 plus 25, we get positive 2. So we are done performing the synthetic division. How do we now write the final answer? First is, of course, to consider the first value here, which is 2. Then, ang mangyayari niyan, class, syempre, may present na variable. So, we have also to put here variable x. Ang magiging degree ng quotient nyo ay 1 less than the degree of the original function, which is p of x. So, since the degree of your original polynomial expression, or p of x, is 2, what will be now the degree of your quotient? It should be 1. Magiging degree na ng quotient nyo ay 1. So, magsisimula yung pinakamataas na exponent sa sagot nyo sa 1. Next, we have negative 5. So, we have to put here minus 5. Then, since yung pinakamataas na exponent dito ay 1, ang susunod na sa kanya ay 0. So, we have here x raised to 0. Pero hindi na natin to nilalagay, di ba? 5 na lang siya. Okay? Then, kung ano yung nasa last dito class, yun yung remainder. So, positive siya. Therefore, we have to put here plus 2 over, copy the divisor, which is in this case, it's x plus 5. So, tumugma ba yung nakuha nating quotient when we perform the synthetic division? Tumugma ba siya sa long division natin? Yes, exact the same answer sila. So, ibig sabihin class, you can use either of these two methods. You can use either the long division or the synthetic division method. Kahit alin dyan sa dalawa, parehas yung sagot na makukuha nyo. Okay? Then, yung remainder theorem, you can use that just to verify if the remainder is correct. So, that's how we perform the synthetic division. Let's try another example class. So, before we perform the long division and synthetic division, let's try first to get the remainder of this by applying the remainder theorem. So, we copy p of x, then we have to replace this variable by the value of c. So, what's the value of c here? The value of c here is negative 2. So, we have to replace this variable by negative 2. So, let's try. 3 times negative 2 raised to 3 plus 4 times negative 2 raised to 2 plus 8. We have to simplify first this. Negative 2 raised to 3, we get negative 8. So, be careful class sa pag-input nito sa scientific calculator. You have to put an open and close parenthesis here. Ibig sabihin, kasali si negative sa pagmumultiply nyo. So, let's continue. Copy plus 4, then simplify this. Negative 2 raised to 2, we get positive 4 plus 8. Then 3 times negative 8 is negative 24. Plus 4 times 4 is 16 plus 8, then perform the necessary operation. Negative 24 plus 16 plus 8, what do we get? It's 0. So, ibig sabihin class, walang magiging remainder pag dinivide nyo si p of x sa x minus c. So, i-verify natin yan class by performing the long division first. So, ito yung ine-expect nating sagot class. Totoo nga, wala nga siyang remainder. So, tingnan natin. Copy p of x, then copy the divisor. Now, I want you to look at the dividend or the p of x. 3x cubed plus 4x squared plus 8. Kompleto ba yung exponents class? Pababa ba siya? Or may kulang? We have 3, 2, 1, may term ba dito na 1 yung exponent ng variable? Wala. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan natin kumpletuhin muna. Kailangan nating maglagay dito ng plus 0x raised to 1 or kahit 0x na lang. Then, saka na lang natin ilalagay si plus 8. So, do not forget that. You have to always consider if the terms of p of x are there or kumpleto ba or hindi. Kasi kung hindi, dapat punan nyo yung kulang na term. Okay? So, let us now proceed. First step, divide this term by the first term of the divisor. 3x cubed divided by x, we get 3x raised to 2. As I told you, we have to subtract the exponents. 3 minus 1 is 2, that's why we have 3x raised to 2, and we have to put the answer here. 3x raised to 2. Dapat class kahanay siya ng kaparehas ng exponent. Multiply the result by each of the terms of the divisor. 3x squared times x, we get 3x cubed. So we write here 3x cubed. Then 3x squared times 2 is 6x squared. Then, again, perform subtraction. Cancel this out. Then 4x squared minus 6x squared, it's negative 2x squared. Then, we have to bring down 0x raised to 1. So, plus 0x raised to 1. Then, same procedure, divide this term by the first term of the divisor. Negative 2x squared divided by x, we get what? We get negative 2x. Again, 2 minus 1 is 1. Negative 2 divided by 1 is negative 2. Then we have to put the answer here, minus 2x. Then, multiply this value by each of the terms of the divisor. Negative 2x times x is negative 2x squared. Next, negative 2x times 2 is negative 4x. Then, perform subtraction. Negative 2x squared minus negative 2x squared is equal to 0, so cancel this out. Next, 0x minus negative 4x. It's positive 4x. Then again, bring down the next term, plus 8. Then same procedure again. Divide this term by the first term of the divisor. For x divided by x, we get 4. And we write here the answer, plus 4. Then, we multiply 4 by x, we get 4x. Then, 4 times 2 is 8. So, plus 8, then perform subtraction. 4x minus 4x, cancel this out. 8 minus 8 also cancel. So, walang matitira, class. Wala talaga siyang remainder. So, tama yung nakuha natin nung ginamitan natin ng remainder theorem. So, the quotient here, class, is 3x squared minus 2x plus 4. Now, let us try to use the synthetic division. So, dapat parehas na sagot yung makukuha natin. Again, consider only the numerical coefficients of each of the terms of p of x. We have 3, we have 4, 8 na ba yung sunod? Hindi, kasi class, sabi ko nga, dapat kumpleto yung terms ng p of x. So, kanina, kinumpleto na natin siya. Ginawa nating 3x cubed plus 4x cubed plus 0x raised to 1, then plus 8. So dapat ito yung numerical coefficients na ilalagay nyo dito sa synthetic division. So we have 3, 4, 0, and 8. Pag hindi nyo kinonsider class yung numerical coefficient ang nawawalang term sa P of X, mali yung makukuha nyong sagot. Okay? Then draw a line forming like this. Then what is the value of C? It's negative 2. So we put here the negative 2. What's the first step again? Bring down the first numerical coefficient. Then we multiply it by the value of C. It's negative 6. Saan nilalagay yung sagot dyan? Dito. Negative 6. Then what operation do we have to perform here? It's addition. So 4 plus negative 6 is negative 2. Then multiply it by the value of C, positive 4. Perform again addition, it's 4. Then multiply it by negative 2, it's negative 8. Perform addition, 0. Ano yung last value dito? 0. So, ibig sabihin, talagang walang remainder yung quotient ng polynomials na ito. So, what is the degree of the original function? It's 3. So, ibig sabihin, yung quotient ay babawas ng isa. Ang magiging degree ng quotient ay 2 na lang. So, we have 3x raised to 2 minus 2x raised to 1 plus 4. This is now the quotient. So, tumugma siya class sa sagot na nakuha natin nung pinerform natin yung long division.